Welcome, beautiful souls. I'm doing a collective oracle read using the spellcasting oracle deck. If you'd like to get this deck for yourself, book personal, send donations, and more, head to the link in my bio. Make sure you follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Divination by Faith for more content like this. Let's see what needs to be known, what needs to be shown on the highest good for anyone resonating at this point in time. 3-card pull here. Alright, this is a little bit of a career read. I feel like your career, though, is very, like, it doesn't feel very separate from the rest of your life, because the way that you live your life is just also how you make your money. I feel like this could be due to you being a creative or some sort of speaker. I feel like this could also be due to some sort of, like, caregiver as well. I feel like in general, you're a very open-minded, open-hearted person. I feel like you're a person who also at this point in time feels a little bit lost in your journey about what to be doing specifically within career and how you can use your natural gifts as your character traits to help you in career. For example, creativity. I'm hearing to say you're highly inspirational, highly motivational. You're very just caring. You're very, like, here we have the compassion card. And we also have the protection card that sticks out here. I feel like you're very much a person where you think things through a lot, sometimes too much. And this is one of the blockages that you have in career, because you think too much before you take the action and your fear starts to take over, which is one of the things you're getting closure for. I feel like some of this came from this past version of yourself, as far as like wounded inner child, feeling like, I'm hearing to say, I'll never have the space, I'll never have the way, it'll never be my turn. Feeling like you're just constantly, I'm hearing to say, like 10 steps behind, but this is ultimately just because I'm here to say you're a type of person where your career isn't so cookie cutter like other people, because you're maybe not meant to do a regular 9-to-5 job or something like that, but instead find more forms of passive income so you can use your character traits, your personality, your presence to get you paid, rather than showing up at the same location, clocking in every day and clocking out. I feel like you're a type of person where you're trying to learn how to use your personality in things like social media presence, or I'm hearing to say even working behind the scenes. You might also try to help other people push their goals. That might be part of your career too, part of why you're so inspirational and motivational. You help other people get closer to their goals. But I feel like this may be a blockage you experience in your own career too, because it might be easier for you to push other people towards goals for you than for you to push yourself towards yours. I feel like, again, this comes from a wounded inner child, and this comes from a need of you needing to be more compassionate to yourself and gaining more closure from those past versions of yourself that felt incapable. I'm hearing to say not smart enough, not good enough, not talented enough. This is heavily reminding me of this chapter that I was reading in The Artist's Way, where we're talking about shadow artist. And a shadow artist is someone who is a creative. They are an artist, but they support other artists easier in their creative pursuits than in their own. They tend to marry and date creatives and encourage them to chase their dreams, while also being like, no, that's not for me. I'm not meant to be seen. That's not me. I'm not the real creative one. There's someone who is unwilling at this time to accept their birthright, their divinity of creation. And I feel like this is one of the spaces where you're learning to protect yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually by like healing that inner child. I'm seeing the card from one of my handwritten decks pop up, and it says healing victimhood mindset by tending to your old wounds that still need caring for. So I feel like this is most definitely going to be here, that this energy within your inner child, where I'm hearing to say you're building your own sense of family or community, whether this be through your career pursuits, through your online presence, or just within yourself and your own energy. I feel like you're intentionally building a lot of your own support. I feel like you weren't a person who was very supported as an artist growing up. You could have been someone who was told things like artists can't make money, they're not important, and this made you feel like the things that you had to express, the things that your soul needed to express in itself wasn't important. I feel like you had a lot of people who who felt like they had to project a lot of fear onto you to keep you safe. They knew what they were doing when they were telling you, don't go and do that, don't chase that dream, don't go after that vision, don't practice that skill. They knew what they were doing. I feel like intentionally, sometimes they projected this fear onto you, even felt bad about it at times, but they literally were telling themselves, it's better in the long run. It's better in the long run, because they've had their dreams crushed before. They see a dreamer in you, and they knew the dreamer in themselves was killed and how much that hurt. So they were trying to protect you from your dreamer being killed, and in turn killed your dreamer. Killed that version of yourself inside you that knew you were meant for more. And now it's being reawoken within yourself the more that you are maturing, the more that you are aligning to your future and what you want for yourself and this need to express your truth. And this is where the closure is coming in. This is where we have a little bit of this family healing too. This could have been a parent, a family member, a close friend, whatever, who was trying to crush your light to keep you from getting your light crushed. And that's a very backwards way of thinking, but it was just a fear-based reaction to them not wanting to see you get hurt. So they thought, why not show you how hard the world is and how much people aren't going to believe in you before you try to go out there in the world and the world slaps you down, I'll do it. The amount of parents who take on this idea of parenting is actually astonishing. It's fucking astonishing. I am baffled at the amount of parents who think that's going to create a healthy child with healthy goals and a strong self-esteem and confidence and a great connection with their parent. Like, that's never going to work in your favor, bud. So if you're a parent who acts like that and who parents like that, realign yourself, because you are going to push your child away and you're going to push away their feeling of birthright to their success and their creativity. So check yourself, okay? Check yourself before you continue to project your bullshit onto your children. And if you are the child of a parent who did something like this to you, give yourself compassion and your self-protection, because you're going to need it from the thoughts, the fears, the feelings, the beliefs that have been projected onto you and deeply ingrained into your brain. But I want you to understand it is not impossible to unlearn the things that you have been taught. I also want you to practice having compassion for the people who projected their fears onto you, because it was simply just because someone did it to them. It is not necessarily because someone is so mean and hateful and they don't want to see you thrive a lot of the times. I mean, sometimes it can be that. Sometimes it can. But I don't get that energy from this read. I don't get that at all from this energy. I get the energy of someone who truly did not want to see you hurt the way they hurt and thought, if I can do it, at least it will come off like tough love and not the world fucking hating you, you know? But instead, it was more received and perceived by this artist from the parent as, you do hate me. You don't think I'm good enough. You don't think I'm talented enough. You don't think the world wants to see my success. You don't want to see me thrive. And I feel like this parent may even be coming forward to you at times as you chase your goals and being like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You could have been so much further along if I just would have believed in you and I just would have taken those steps with you and would have supported you. I'm so sorry. I'm so proud of the way that you have really grown a career from your dreams and your goals, and you've really shown this person, this parent. First of all, one, I'm hearing to say that it's not too late, because they may be, I'm hearing to say even in their 50s, 60s, 80s, and you may encourage them to fulfill a dream, especially fulfill a dream before it's too late for them. Oh my gosh. I just saw this image of this grandparent on TikTok, and their grandchild on TikTok helped them like launch this book that they had wanted to write their whole life and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe you taking steps towards you being seen, you building your audience, you allowing yourself to do what you want is truly the key to also helping other people see what they're capable of, see what they're deserving of, help make their dreams a reality. So be bigger than your fear. Be bigger than your doubts. Be bigger than the projections that somebody else tried to put onto you, that someone put onto them. Be the cycle breaker. Be the chain breaker. Be the one who believes in you. Be the one who faces your limiting beliefs and no longer lets them control you. And if you'd like more assistance to learn how to do so, you can go to my creatives community. The link is in my bio. It's $25 a month to join. I'm helping teach creatives how to overcome your limiting beliefs and turn your passion into action, into cash. So if you want to learn how to do that so you can then in turn help teach others how to do the same, go join the creatives community. If you enjoyed this reading, you would like to send a donation. Donations of any size are greatly appreciated. You can also book personals through the link in my bio. And you can also purchase my Find Your Creative Spark course. If you're a creative who's been feeling stuck in creative block, in your doubt, you don't know how you want to use your creative potential, go check out that course because it can help you get some connection, guidance, and clarity for connecting with your creative energy. And go join the creatives community today because we're doing a 12-week Artistic Way program. It's a book that we're following along to help you connect with your creativity through your spiritual expression and connection to divinity. If that resonates with you, if you'd like to check out more, go check out the link in my bio. Make sure you follow if you're not already here and on all other platforms, YouTube and Instagram, Divination by Faith. Much love, many blessings. Share this message with someone who needs it. Have a good one.